So Bill Cosby was released from prison today. I don't think he's entirely innocent, but I don't think he should have gone to prison. There was no evidence to convict him for what he was accused of. And with our justice system, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But it's quite the opposite when it comes to us. And I think that the reason why things turned out the way that they did was when he tried to buy NBC at one point, and there were people who didn't like that. So they set out to destroy his legacy. Once again, I'm not saying that I think that he's entirely innocent. I think he may have done some things that he shouldn't have done. But not all of these victims were telling the truth. Maybe some of them were. And that's sad because for those who have actually been assaulted, that makes things harder for them. I'm not condoning any type of abuse or misconduct towards women, vice versa. It's wrong. And whoever does these types of things should have to pay the price for it. But whether you think that Cosby is guilty or innocent, you cannot discount the positive things that he has done throughout his career. He's 83 years old now, and I believe he's legally blind. But he gave $20 million. He and his wife Camille gave $20 million to Spelman College back in 1988. No black celebrity has done anything like that. The Cosby Show, and I own every episode, is definitely a legacy that we should not let go of. It showed us in a positive light. And this type of programming is very hard to find these days. Every time I, try to watch something that's considered to be a black show, it's usually negative and it perpetuates stereotypes. But with the Huxtables, it was the opposite. You had a family, they were upper middle class living in Brooklyn, New York. And even though it was on during the 80s and 90s, a lot of these episodes, are still relevant today and you can still relate to them. I watched The Cosby Show from the time that it came on. I was very young until it went off. I was around 10 or 11 years old. And I can honestly say that it impacted my life. Once again, I'm not saying that I think that Bill Cosby is entirely innocent, but he should not have gone to prison. There was no evidence, and the case was settled out of court prior to the trial. I'd like to give a shout out to Felicia Rashad for standing up for Bill Cosby and for speaking her truth. It seems like now they're trying to go after her, and I think that's wrong. It just seems like, whenever we attain a certain level of wealth, notoriety, there's always something or some group or someone that tries to bring us down. Once again, I'm not condoning any type of abuse towards women. That is wrong. They should be held accountable for their actions. But I saw this more so as them trying to destroy his legacy. They tried to do it with Michael Jackson, but the justice system seems to only apply to just us, meaning people who don't look like me. But I'm glad that Bill Cosby is no longer in prison. He shouldn't have went there in the first place because he wasn't proven to be guilty of what he was being charged with. But Claire Huxtable, she exemplified class. The Cosby Show represented what Black excellence really is. It's not what we see today, with Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and these mumble rappers being propped up. And who's to say if Bill Cosby did end up purchasing NBC that, better programming would have been available for us. But I'm more about, starting your own network and building something that belongs to you.